People are afraid, they are petrified. It have them locked up in a them house, them don't want to go outside. All of the clubs and pubs locked down, I can't even dance to my champion sound, but I stay strong. Ready for self-isolation, Sean. Now we under attack, drones from out of space. So if you're going out, put gloves on, put a mask over your face. Me all I wrap up my dreadlocks and bring my cleansing cream with me. Maintain a good personal hygiene and stay 3 meters away from me. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? I will survive. I will survive. Just as long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my Bayrum by my side. Hope and pray the NHS don't fall apart. Big up the doctors and the nurses, we keep them in our thoughts. All those hours that them working just to keep people alive. Maximum respect due to all of you. My heart is full of pride. Now you see me say respect you. I'm not that selfish person in that supermarket queue. So if you feel like pushing past vulnerable people and I see all that anger that's inside, you don't want to upset me. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to hurt me with your lies? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? Oh no, not I will survive. Yeah, as long as I know how to live, I know I will survive. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my Bayrum by my side. So if just like me, you have lost good friends, and you don't know if it's corona or government and murder them, hello? One thing I know, just make sure you not end up in a hospital. Me nah go make no doctor joke me. Me nah take no vaccination. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my Bayrum by my side. Now they say that domestic abuse is on the increase because of all them dirty liars and them bedroom cheats. True lockdown, them can't sneak out, and their lover is all alone. So they keep texting, sending messages to your mobile phone. Your partner find out, and them get vexed. Them sip your naked picture, worse than that, them read them intimate text. Oh, but just like Shaggy, you tell them, no, it wasn't me. No, you see all this corona causing pure misery. So she say, go sleep on the floor. As far as she's concerned, you're not gonna get her zoom anymore. She treat you good, she treat you like a king and a man. And just because you couldn't keep your little something in your pants, so I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? No, to all those shopkeepers who are going to thief. What was £1.99 is £3.45 this week. Oh, now let me send out a little warning to all of them. I will send for all my friends, thief out your things and share with them. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my Bayrum by my side. I will survive. I will survive. Yeah, as long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Hey, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silent Bang, Domestos and my beer on by my side, so I say go.
This is a Friendly Fire production.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, good night, Facebook family and friends. Welcome to an episode of My Perspective. Let me first humbly apologize to you that for starting late. You know, my show is a 1 hour program, but you know, I ran a little bit late tonight. Get caught up in a lot of things. I should say technology haven't beaten at times. You know, and I don't know why, but sometimes they have a luck. But you know, like a thought. They just keep embarrassing at time. But anyway, I'm here. And, you know, I got a lot to talk about. So I won't delay no more. I will go straight into the meat of the matter tonight and what I want to discuss. And this is what I want to talk about first thing tonight. You know, I played that video, the first video I played with coronavirus, and that was funny. But trust me, seems like America a serious virus. Maybe 1 or 2 serious virus right now, because right now the USA is in a tantrum, or I should say in some not sure mood. You know, it seems like, you know, with coming from leadership, I should say Donald Trump, the president, you know, he's doing some odd things and not surprised to me. I don't know who else. I don't think anybody is surprised. But he's doing things that have far-reaching effect to people's livelihoods and to the globe, and have effect on the global market too. You know, and I must talk about these before I even talk about Jamaica. But first one I want to talk about is, you know, what Donald Trump is doing with, you know, his big friend, oligarch Elon Musk. He has walked into the treasury, has gotten everybody information in terms of the, I guess, social security and address and all that, maybe bank information too. And also, Elon Musk has also closed on USAID. They have tell the staff stop working, and you know, and that is one of the biggest programs. There's a legacy program. I think it's from Kennedy or Ronald Reagan time, where he established USAID to help people around the world who in need of help. So I would say the whole chaos has started already with this president, and therefore it is in all kind of uncertainty within the stock market, within the USA, and around the world. The biggest one that is now it has been sending shockwaves around in the USA is immigration policy. Yes, his immigration policy has a far-reaching effect, and currently the ICE has been going into different states, cities, and taking up people, and they're saying they're taking up people who are affiliated to gangs, who have criminal history. But I hear that now there might be a far-reaching effect in terms of going to schools. Just this week, my son came home and said that he was told in his school that if ICE should come and ask him any questions, he should say, call his mom and dad. That's how serious it is. And it's in New York City, a sanctuary city. They said they're teaching the kids in all schools that if ICE should come to the school, they must say, talk to their mom and dad, must not answer no question. That's how the fear has grown. And that's how it is right now in terms of the immigration policy that Trump has brought out, where he's trying to remove as much people back from the country, back from the USA to their country. And I see they've broken a deal with El Salvador. El Salvador will be able to take some. They would take any form of illegal immigrants, and put them in their country. And when you see country like that doing that, there must be some Uncle Sweetheart behind about the way they will pay them to keep them. They've even set up Guantanamo Bay in Cuba, big tents to deport a lot of people who they believe when they were deport them to Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. They have set up tents there already for all those illegal immigrants, and they are saying that there's a projection of 5,000 or more immigrants that they need to go home or more. So the immigration situation is very frightening at this time in the USA and all our states. And so people are living in living fear right now because of his immigration policy. But as I said, this is what the people voted for. This is what they voted for. They voted for this president. They voted for him to bring all these changes. Bring all these changes. And and there, to be honest, there's going to be a lot more to come. And unfortunately, my prediction is that there's going to be some form of shock within the USA. Yeah. Where there might be some form of recession. Yes. I said here, there might be some form of recession in the USA. And we got and that is going to be talking about lots of jobs. Because right now in the federal government, Elon Musk has started to I think one of the departments issued a directive that they should resign, take a pay package until September. Yes, brother Mark. Big up yourself, I see you last night. I do some food distribution. We'll talk about you next week, boss. Right? I like your whole enthusiasm in food preparation. I love it. I see you did some ribs. Yeah, man, some barbecue with display, Mark. Yeah, man, I want to talk about that next week. But with Donald Trump and this immigration and he's asking to deport a lot of people. And then he's closing some departments. I see there's one department 20,000 offer letters that they will get paid in September. But that's 20,000 people who have accepted that. And therefore he has no asked, these people to get to the Department of Education. These are the drastic changes he wants. And Elon Musk, who has been allied in terms of doing the campaign, he's the one that's pushing all these cuts. He wants to cut and lean the federal government. But the federal government of the USA is just not like a switch. You can cut. They have to be processed. They have to go to Congress and all that to approve the cuts. And I see where FBI is being now. Their staff, they're asking for people who have worked on the cases with the insurrection. They are being targeted. And so a couple of them have gone to the courts to file lawsuits against the FBI and Donald Trump. A lot of things are happening. We see where the Attorney General who just got appointed, she has put a committee out, create a committee to look, weaponization. Yes, ma'am, looking forward to my brother. And they're looking at she created a committee, new Attorney General. she has created a committee to look at the insurrection case, look at all the cases that were brought against them where he was found convicted. And she called it the Weaponization Committee. So my thing with this Attorney General, she's going to try to find something, what she wants to, I'm trying to understand, what is her objective? Is that she want to go to, is that she want to overturn those convictions that Donald Trump was found guilty of? Or does she want to go after those individuals like the Manhattan District Attorney, the New York District Attorney, Jack Smith and all those persons? Does she want to go after and imprison them? And I'm going to say this without no apology. And I don't want to say, without no apology. I want to say this. Donald Trump's want to hold on to power after 4 years. That is his intention. He wants to hold on to power after this 4 years. He wants to break the tradition. He wants to change the type of government where it's more dictator. Which should be a dictator. He wants to stay in power. That's my prediction. I don't believe that after this next 3-4 years, he's going to walk away. He's going to be lobbying for another 4 years or more. Yeah. Yeah, really. Listen, I'm no history. I'm not. Yes, she's an independent woman, Mark. But when people can use people to do the dirty work, because I cannot see why she's going to create a community called the Weaponization Against the President, fight to dig into the case matters that Donald Trump was found guilty of. I don't know why. But going back to my point is that Donald Trump, yes, I said Donald Trump, there's going to be a lot more crisis to face us. A lot more crisis. I talk about crisis, I must say my heartfelt and my prayers to those 6 or 7 people who lost their lives in that plane crash. You know, there were dance group coming from the country, and the army helicopter crashed into that plane. And then after the following day, I don't think like that, Mark. I don't think like it, brother. I don't like it. They just want to change. They just want to change the whole world with their far right philosophy and policies. But going back to the accident, I'm sending my prayers up to those families who lost their lives. And then following another plane was crashed with 7 persons died instantly in Pennsylvania. Back to back. You know, I'm just praying for those families. Hope they find peace and consolation in the loss. I know that is never easy, but it's time. And I hope that the God above will comfort them in their time of sorrow. But going back to Donald Trump, the USA is going to be seeing some serious crisis from him. Him and his right-wing partner, Elon Musk, will be facing some serious challenges. And even the last one, when he met with Israel president, he's telling the American people that are Palestine that they should leave and go to some other country like Jordan and Egypt, Iran, or however, to go and live and give it Gaza to the American people. And his suggestion was that he will use the army to build back Gaza. No, that one was so ridiculous and stupid, because the Palestinians have a right to their own sovereignty and to their land. And that's just the facts. The the agreement by all parties before the war started with Gaza and Israel was that now the time that there's a two-state, Israel and Gaza. So why not Donald Trump want to come? And that one, I don't know. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to happen. Never will happen. Because I know the people of Palestine will put up resistance. They are going to put up a lot of resistance. So I am expecting that a lot of things he's going to suggest, a lot of things he's going to try, it's going to be blocked by Congress. Also, there's going to be a demonstration which have started already with the USA and IDP are demonstrating. So tell me, my brothers and sisters out there, isn't this president ready to bring America and the world into a level of crisis? I believe so, because based on the action so far. Let's talk about the big one. I'm sorry I can't get there, but he was supposed to come on tonight, do part 2 of the economy, but due to the game with Jamaica, I know he's the general secretary of JFF, so he had to be involved in some preparation. So I asked him to, let's take a rain check with that. But when he went and now bringing the tariffs, 25% on Canada goods and Mexico and 10% on China goods, because what? He wanted to make them bow to him or do what asked them about bringing more troops to the border, which is total garbage, because there's no evidence that there are a lot of people from Canada crossing. There's no border issues. And presently, there's no border issues, as they say, because that's why you ran a campaign about you would solve the border problem. Because executive actions were taken before he came in by Joe Biden, and so the border, there were less people coming at the border. But he brought on a tariff war against Canada and Mexico, and then after a while he had to revert. Because he said he wanted them to stop fentanyl gangs and drugs and all that coming across the border. But that's not true. He wanted more than that with the tariffs. He wanted to show his bully behavior against those countries, those trading partners. And what does the effect? They said they're going to bring goods. They're going to make sure that they were going to increase their tariffs on American goods. And what was the effect? All the economists say that if we had gone through with that, there were a price increase. Cost of living would have shooted up by 25% of most goods from those countries and 10% for China goods too. And now China has retaliated because, hey, you can't bring 10% of my goods and come into your country. I want to take, and so China has retaliated back with their own tariff, 15%, 10% on certain goods. So there's a meeting. He had a meeting with Mexican and Mexican, and he put it off for 30 days, which you have to get rid of it. You can't bring it back periodically, those tariffs against Mexico and Canada, because it's going to create a big trade war. And same with China. No matter what happens with Xi, he must remove that 10%. And this is what he thinks he will be getting away with when he does bring on these tariffs. Donald Trump on the far right has failed once again to understand that it's a global market right now. It's no more dominance by America, no more dictator of what they can do. It's a global market. And the biggest economy, I should say superpower to the US right now is China. And China is very, very smart. Yes, very smart. What do you say? If America should throw things away through the roof. Again, army should break friendship like with the USAID. I know for sure China is going to take up that slot and provide food for people around the world. So, and then what China is going to build, they're going to build a strong alliance and expand their super wealth and power around the world. China has proven that communism can work when it's well structured and can bring wealth, a lot of wealth to its people. That's a fact. That's a fact. So let Donald Trump and friend believe that including USAID and making some bullish talk about tariff war and all that against other countries. China is there waiting. Yeah, China is there waiting to fill their slots that they have abandoned. When you abandon the people will find solace and peace in someone else who they can depend on. And that is going to be China. Sorry to say it. That is going to be China every day. And so, Donald Trump, with all his cronies and all his hatred and all his weaponization, what he want to do, and all his get back to his people, is not going to work. It's not going to help America. But in closing, I just want to say one thing, and this goes to the Democrats. The Democrats' back is weak, and unless they change in the next few weeks or so. But the Democratic Party is now for them to step forward to defend the people. It's now for them to step forward and fight against the policies of Donald Trump and his cronies, the far right. It's not for the Democrats in Congress, low house, to make sure that everything that comes through is a battle before it reaches the Senate. And lastly, the Democrats have to go to the streets if they really love this country. Because the far right is in a projection to destroy, not build, to destroy the hard work. Yeah, the hard work of Joe Biden, who created 16 million jobs. 16 million jobs, who has kept unemployment down, who has avoided recession not once, not twice, but 3 times he avoided recession. So let the Democrats, it's time for them to step up. Because if they don't step up, I'm guarantee you this country can go into a recession or something. Because if they allow Donald Trump and the Republicans to keep doing things without balance and check and balance, a lot of people in this country is going to be hurt. And the first target are the federal people. They're the ones that are being hurt. They're the ones who are being hurt. Because they're hell-bent. Elon Musk and Donald Trump is hell-bent on reducing the size of government. So that's my take on Donald Trump tonight, and all these things, what is going on. And there's so much other thing I can talk about. There's so much other thing I can talk about. But I'm going to leave that for another night. But Donald Trump is where this country, within the next 4 years, we will see if there's progression or regression. But my projection is going to be like a regression, not progression. I stand to be corrected. I stand to be wrong. But for once the diseases come back and which is Donald Trump and start acting and behaving this way, hey, any game can play. So let me take a quick break, commercial break, and I'll be right back for part 2 where I'm going to discuss Jamaica. A lot of things happen in Jamaica and people complain a lot, and I was going to play some clips and discuss it after that. So stay tuned. Let me take a quick break. So enjoy this commercial. Remember, save this date. Yeah, man, save this date.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025. The high school version from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, save the date. Yes, gentlemen, save that date. Saturday, April 9th. Things are coming together. Looking to see if we get the Calabar, JC, very technical, KC, boo. I love Barry, but trying to make sure that we have a good turn from the Caribbean and local athletes who can meet up and give a good exhibition on Saturday, April the 19th at Memorial Stadium, Mount Vernon, 431 Garden Boulevard. But make sure you keep that date. We have updates as we go along. Tickets will be on sale shortly. Website will be up. A lot of things taking place. So make sure you save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Memorial Stadium, 431 Garden Boulevard. All right, let's continue. So, Dexter, Dexter, no one want me to do and let him in. No Democrats. Oh, this mango is nice. No Democrats open that door for him, Dexter. It's the people who voted for Donald Trump. Yes, you could have said maybe I signed it's 2020 when he said Joe Biden could have fly the gate earlier in what's her name? His vice president, VP, to start campaign earlier. I know it was a risk. Give her 3 months to come. Harris, VP Harris. It was a risk to give her 3 months to do something. All the hype about she was leading the polls was farce, because once again, the American people elected Donald Trump, but she lost by a bad margin. American people, you see, I tell you already, let me put it clear, the white status quo love to keep their status quo. It's hard for them to change. You understand? And that's the reality. While we blacks, we don't take or follow or promote our own kind. When Obama got elected president, he got elected from black people, but it was most white people who elected him. You understand? And so the reality is that the white America will love to keep their status quo. White America make sure that they select who they want. Good, bad, or indifference. They didn't believe in VP Harris. They didn't believe that she was qualified enough, or she was competent enough, or she was ready to do it. That's the reality behind it. Wish she can come back. Or someone said to me, America is not ready for a woman president. Hillary Clinton almost did it, and Donald Trump beat her out. VPL try to come and do it again, and Donald Trump still prevailed. So my thing is this: the next 4 years is going to be a rocky road of a lot of uncertainties and abnormal behavior by Donald Trump. Anyway, then moving on. So I want to share a clip with you guys. We talk about Jamaica. I want to share a clip, and I hope I get it right. I'm going to have a clip. I hope it comes right. And I just want to, bring it to your attention what is going on. And this is Jamaica. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it on. Let me see. I just want to make sure that this clip, I'm going to talk about Jamaica for a few. And these are certain things that, that really, I'm not happy about. I'm tell the honest truth. I'm not happy about it. And, and these are things that must be addressed. Because Jamaica is in a peculiar place right now, where the country's economy is doing well. The job unemployment is 4%, and there are new constructions out there and all that. But I want to play a clip, and then you can leave your comments, and you can tell me why you think is wrong with this clip. And I'm going to play it, and this is from Matthew Samuel right now. Listen to this clip. Oops, seems like there's no sound. No sound. Let's see. I don't see no sound. What's going on with my sound? The sound for this clip is not playing at all. But let's see if this one's going to play. These clips, they're not playing at all. Sorry about that, but what I want to talk about was that with Jamaica situation is this clip with Matthew Timudo was the first one. What they're saying, Matthew Timudo, there was some demonstration on Walton Park Road. And it's right at the corner, Denham Town, Spanish Town, Denham Town, right there. So Tivoli Gardens entrance, going down to Tivoli High School. The taxi man come out and demonstrate. So the road is bad, right there. Denham Town, police station, Denham Town primary, secondary, wherever, Tivoli down the road. And there were bad stones and bad, and there was some bad corridors. There was, there was sewage water, big boulders in the road, big potholes. And taxman had to come out and complain about it. What happened? The next day, Matthew Suzumo came out with the project to fix that spot. Okay? Yeah, they came out to fix that spot. Now, another demonstration took place again. This was on the Walton Park Road. We're going up to, I think going to go, the past Maxfield Avenue, going up to Agro Park. Between Agro Park and Maxfield Avenue, taximan comes again and said, this is sewage water running, pothole bad. And I can bet my life, because I'm from Walton Park. I'm come from Aeroplane side. And when I'm back to, when I drive on those roads, going to town, the roads are constantly bad. Walton Park went into Spanish Town. And let's say we go from Spanish Town to Mandela Highway. The roads are bad. When I was there, maybe a year ago, the roads were in terrible condition. Now, the government come out and speak about Spark program and, speak about other $2 billion they're going to give constituency. And this is how I know the Jamaican government is not ready. And they talk their hands about Spark program, talk their hands about how much money going to spend. But the reality is that the government did not do their homework properly and prioritize real infrastructure in terms of roads. They fixed the roads up in Barbican, get new highway, get new smooth road in Barbican, up the uptown people there. Yeah, I talk uptown, Barbican and all that area, get new roads, get new bypass by NWA. I guess every time something goes wrong, they fix up that area before. They look down Spanish Town Road and look at Waltham. They look on Waltham because I get the people down there mostly. And that's the problem with Jamaica politics. Certain people are just characterized as ghetto people and them don't deserve good. Now, I stand to be corrected. Waltham Park Road, Spanish Town Road, all that traverse go run into where? Coronation Market. Come with me. Spanish Town Road from Mandela, Waltham Park Road from Kasha Park from Mullins Road. Those two roads traverse run straight into Coronation Market. Now, logistically, and I can guarantee you, if they did a traffic movement, they will see that thousands of cars traverse that area every day. Spanish Town Road, Waltham Park Road. No matter how the time of the day, that is a traffic zone. And everyone goes into the capital, Coronation Market, Branch, go Greenwich Farm, go to Petrojan, go around to Seafront and all the place. Tax off everything. So why is it that one of the first is to make sure Spanish Town Road is taken care of, Waltham Park Road is taken care of? Why does it have to be taximen who have to come out and talk about these things? And keep saying politicians are our worst enemy in Jamaica. Because those two roads bring a lot of commercial activities. People come from the country with their goods, from ready with their goods after traverse those roads. And those roads are constantly bad. Well, like I said, ghetto people, the people from Tivoli, Jungle, Greenwich Farm, and going up to Waltham Park or Maxfield Avenue, those people don't deserve good roads. And if you pass Woodpecker, you pass go for more. Pass 77 lane, 104 lane, go further. You want to know people don't deserve good roads to drive on? And I say this from I was a boy. Those will always have traffic going in the morning, going home. Waltham Park, Spanish Town Road, going into downtown Kingston. You know, and you know, my thing is this: governments don't. Let me put it this way: the government of Jamaica today, yes, they're bringing all these fancy sparkers that they're in crisis, but the reality of the situation, they're not strategic. And my thing is that I'm trying to be corrected. Those roads are primary roads. Those roads should be in tip-top condition. And I see that there are the lands. Let's take it from Coronation Market, come straight upon Spanish Town before you branch off to Waltham Park and I go beyond. There are a lot of lands where that can be used for commercialization or I should say maybe property development for houses or apartment complex. Affordable apartments. That corridor alone have the potential to be a hip strip, because once again, if you develop those hip strips, that's a stretch from Coronation to Meanwhile and put some nice homes or some apartment complex and that's it, then you're going to have a different community. Plaza and shops along the road. That's real development. And it comes back to the MP. You have Mark Golding, you have Desmond McKenzie, you have Burke in the area, and what's again, Peter Phillips in the area. And these are the simple things that people need to come together and do. Every day they talk about the projects and the grandiose projects and what agriculture. Listen, you can grandiose as much as you want, but when you're not taking care of the people, especially people from Denontown, Maxine, Jungle, go straight up, you are not doing your job. Because those people need quality road, because they're the ones who up and down, hustling day in, day out, trying to survive. Yes. That's the fact. You know, Dexter may be right. A government bureaucracy, you're right. But my thing is that, you know, our government keeps failing us. They keep doing things obnoxious, not with no logical sense at times, but they want to please the masses. Yeah, but the executive are the ones who have old. Yeah, but primarily talk about bureaucracy and Dexter. The government talk about bureaucracy and they want to cut over red tape. But to cut the red tape, to be honest, the politicians them have to shape up or ship out. And when I mean shape or ship out, they must put in some real work. Some real work into the laws of the land, into cutting the red tape, making the process of bureaucracy become simpler and that they can reach the people and quicker, the needs. Some of the laws, let me talk about one. Flex, let me talk about one law. I see the Minister of Colonel Charles Jr. mentioned Flexi Work Week, and that was introduced from 2007. This is now 2025. That should have been in place. That should have been redefined, reprocessed, and make sure Flexible Work Week start. But what? Election drafted, sit on in a parliament and catch up dust for 15, 20 years. Joke thing. Those things stop the development and economic growth for Jamaica. The first thing them say them have too much things to do and another time. But they are well paid. Them parliamentarians are well paid, so they need to go to people business, go in the house and do them work. Do them work. What they can't tell us now is when they not perform. They get a big salary increase. What can they say now when they're not performing and not doing their work? But you know, Jamaican people say, Jamaican people, yeah, but not the work, but the best MP. Hello. Being FMP, you have to do some work, make sure you deliver things to people to improve their lives. And that's where it boils on to. That's why I was upset with that video when but to come next says the boy about the project. Those are projects that should have been done from, and government is in that JP government in power for over 8 years now. Spanish Town Road, Walton Park Road, those roads should have been fixed. Then fix Agla Park, then fix that. Why? Because the people live in a region and people don't want to drive on good road. I can tell you those roads bring more economic activity than some of the roads in the bar because the bar can be able to drive go road. But them road there, people who hustle, drive, pick up taxi, boom, keep moving. Smart people use those roads. So they need to fix them road there. Yeah, moving on, I see where Prime Minister is, I see him give a speech. I'm sorry that the video is not working, but I see where the Prime Minister made a plea that we must be patient with the health workers. I must be understanding. And, you understand that there's some loss of lives at times with negligence by health workers. Listen, and you know, you don't understand. You want to run them away, make them go to they want to migrate and all that. But listen, Mr. Prime Minister Brogan, I tell you straight up. I keep telling you, your Minister of Health and Wellness, Mr. Tufton, needs to look at, first and foremost, looking at adding or creating a unit. Maybe we can call it a compassion care unit, where those people do other things to help patients. Like one, let's talk about the patient care. You have a nurse, a doctor. Now I would say a third person. Maybe call them certified nursing assistant or assistant A or NA, nursing assistant, whatever you want to call them. Nursing assistant, they have them. And those persons will come, right? Let's back to a certified nursing CNA, a nursing assistant. So we have two positions now, two more positions. So the CNA is the one that will take care of personal hygiene of that patient. That means come bathe the person, clean the person, make sure everything is all right. Okay? Then you have a nursing assistant, which reports to the registered nurse there, who will come, do them blood pressure, give them medication if need assistance. And then a nurse is the one who will come around and make sure everything's okay. And they also monitor the patient in terms of the medication or whatever they have to do. So I'm saying, by right, there should be 4 persons or 5, which include a doctor, should be taking care of 1 patient. Am I making sense with that? Because that's how you talk about giving compassion care. You can't have a doctor who come in now and then. I have a nurse who do a CNA work, a nurse assistant work. Because once again, the old cliche say it takes a village to care. And the reality is that it needs more than 1 person or 2 persons to care for 1 person who has health issues. It doesn't matter. You need more than 1 person to take care of 1 individual who has health issues. So my thing is this. The government serious, they need to create a CNA position, a nurse assistant, and you break the function. Because once again, the RN them can't do so much. Because the RN, the nurse them in Jamaica, they have to fix up bed, they have to get sheet for them and clean them and all them things. You know, you have to have 4, at least 4 persons, 5 persons taking care of 1 person. That's really compassionate care for me. So when Prime Minister I plead with them and ask them to come on, no, you can't come anymore. It's time to have real meaningful talk about what is required to take care of 1 patient, what services that person needs while they're hospitalized in the government facilities. Because trust me, some of these nurses, they don't know about compassionate care. They don't know about choke you, give medication, and they talk to you anyway. No understanding. And maybe we can add another element to it that they need to be properly trained to. Just talk about training too. But the reality, how many of these are willing to be retrained about compassionate care as nurses? Because that's the reality behind it. Training is important. And continuous training will help to improve services at the hospital. So if the government wants to really help the Jamaican population, they have to look upon the training and bring more people on staff to do certain specific functions, like certified nurse assistant, third RN and all that. Because listen, to take care of 1 person, it needs at least 5 persons to give that person that attention that they need. And if the government can't do that, then hey, that's a problem. So let me take one more commercial break and I'll come back. I'm going to talk about sports. I want to talk about NFL this week. Talk about NBA. What happened? So let me take a quick commercial break from the last segment. Stay tuned.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025. The high school version from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, welcome back for the final segment. I want to talk about some sports in this final segment. So, Arsenal fantasy, you guys got open today from Newcastle in the EPL Cup, Carabana Cup tooled up tomorrow. Spurs and Liverpool. Everybody's saying Liverpool will be trashing Spurs tomorrow, but I know the ball thing wrong still, so anything possible. But Liverpool's the favorite against my team, Tottenham Spurs. So I wish my team luck, but odds are against them. And I hope that they will be successful tomorrow against the mighty Liverpool with red hot right now. They're red hot. They're the red hot favorite team right now. Moving on to talking about the NFL this week, Super Bowl big party. Boy, I hear the president that go at the party, boy. I didn't know what to say. I don't know. What would I thought of my thing? My team is Kansas City. Chiefs! Yes. The Chiefs is my favorite team. Osabo. Good night, Raymond. Big up yourself, family. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining the show. Hey, Rajiv. Now what I boo my team? We are bring the Eagle. No, we're not bringing nothing. We said repeat for Kansas City. Kansas City, yes. Repeat. It's gonna be a nice game. Barkley, the running back for Eagles, is out to prove something that he has been running crazy. So let's see if the Chiefs can shut him down or he will have his own way against the Chiefs. This so big party. Yes, Bob, respect to you too. So my thing is this: I'm bringing the Chiefs to repeat because they're champions, defending champions. So now that we win the champion, we go to the champions. I'm going to go to champions again. They're looking sharp as usual. Defensively, I think that's where the Chiefs has it over the Eagles. Offensive wise, I would say the Chiefs have it. They have more weapons because they have some young kids. Oh boy, I'm telling you, they're going like beasts. They run some running back and wide receivers. They're like beasts and they're young. So I expect the Chiefs to win. I'm going to predict maybe a 24-21 victory. Yeah, 24-21 in favor of the Chiefs. I don't think it's going to be a blowout though. No, it's not be a blowout. Because the Eagles are going to play some stout defense. And I think that they're going to create some serious headache for the Chiefs in this play. But I predict a 24-21 victory for the Chiefs this Sunday. I hope you guys will be going, having your parties and all that. I don't know. I might have some party here watching the game myself. Let's have some wings and with the family and all that. So it should be an interesting game. Going to the NBA. I'm very disappointed with this big trade between AD and the guy from Dallas. I don't remember his name right now. But it is it is part of the business. And my thing is that Dallas Mavericks giving up the number one top player to go to LA just go to show how cruel the business is. I mean, a couple weeks before AD was talking about they want next big center to come help them win the championship again with LA. But but I think LA had a different thing going on because they're looking to the future. They're looking to the future without AD. Well, it's quite clear AD gone now. I'm stupid here. My word. I don't know what to think. So AD gone. They move the future. Even the future no more. We're bringing over Dallas star player, I should say. He's the future face for LA right now. LeBron James, I'm not sure how long more LeBron James will be playing for. Although he's looking like he want to go until my 45, but his points are still up there. But I think that LA made that move because they're bringing a new face who's going to come and take over when LeBron leaves. And I think that's what they're looking at. Dallas Mavericks, I'm not sure they can win the NBA championship no more. Because AD is too prone to injury. Yeah, he's very prone to injury, and they know we move have 6-7 games at a time. And sometimes he's not able to last during the game because of some injury. So, but Dallas Mavericks said he should be able to win the NBA, and I doubt that. And Kyrie Irving, Kyrie, I'm not sure he has a mental facets to carry a team to the NBA final or win a championship. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that trade to me was very tough and very hard, especially in Dallas. Yeah, that was very hard at Dallas. Breaking up the whole teams in terms of the star player who will carry them for so many years. But we wait and see who will get the benefit. And I'm suspecting LA win. Yeah, LA win. LA win. The win for LA. Only thing that they will miss from AD is his defensive work on the boards. That's the whole thing. I mean, I think it's good at social, but what he bring to the LA team is going to be more points, more decisiveness, clutch shooter, do some defensive work too. So we wait and see on that. So basically, I said the trade wasn't a beautiful trade, to be honest. It took the NBA nation and by surprise. And, it's just part of the business. My thing is with this business, I'm not too understanding with it. It seems like teams have players' rights. And they can just trade a player if they want. But at the same time, it seems like there's some imbalance in the contracts. I see some players have more power than some in their contracts, while some teams have power over the players' contracts. I don't know. I got to go some more research on that. Because it's quite clear, Jimmy Butler, I'm not sure Jimmy Butler has found a team as it. He hasn't found a team as it. He has pleaded with Miami East to get a trade. I mean, curse out the GM, Pat Riley, and all that. And so he wants a trade, and he has not gotten traded. Possible his demands are too much. So my thing is that we need to make sure, I need to make sure I understand how contracts are negotiated. And that's the important thing. We need to make sure. So in closing, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of My Perspective. I must say, I must apologize for starting late tonight. But, technical issues, and you can see I want to show some videos, but the videos are not working. So I think I will do some more homework. But I want you all to have a wonderful rest of the week. I remember join me. I remember one more time. I'm going to promote this Saturday, April 19th. If you need Tri-State Air, please join me Saturday, April 19th for the first New York Next Generation Invitation Release. Saturday, April 19th from 8:30 to 6:30 p.m. All right, that's Saturday. we have invited Caribbean School, Jamaica College, KC, Calabar, Real Technical. We have invited to come on over to come and partake in this event. And then hopefully they move on to see their brotherly love. Yes, they want to see their brotherly love. And so we hope that they will come and participate in this relay event to give it its first in Anaguac, its first year. Blessings. And so next year after that, it will be a yearly event. So please join me on Saturday, April 19th for New York Next Generation Invitational Relays. So I want to thank you all for joining me for another episode of My Perspective, and see you all next week with my special guest. Yes, man. Will be Mr. Mark Renaissance Cameron, the philosopher, the chef, everything I want, the artist. Listen, he is going to, I think he's going to be a very interesting character. So make sure you tune in next week. And the favorite brother too. So make sure you tune in next week, Wednesday, when a favorite brother, a philosopher, artist, chef, entrepreneur, a philosopher, join me next week to discuss his life and how he's making his contribution to society in general. Mr. Mark Renaissance Cameron. So remember, that's next week, Wednesday night. I think I'm going to have a very interesting show next week with Mark. Trust me. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. If you're in a cold environment, try to stay warm. If you're in a hot environment, try some AC. If not, use some cool fun. I'm just being stupid. Anyway, good night. See you all next week, Wednesday, with my special guest. And my perspective will be Mr. Mark Renaissance Cameron, philosopher, chef, artist, whatever you want to give him. My special guest. And we will have a lively discussion next week, Wednesday night. So stay tuned for next week, Wednesday night. Again. And have a wonderful rest of the week. And stay warm and stay dry. And if you're hot, try to stay cool too. Good night. Peace out. One love.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025. The high school version from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.